Hello everyone, it's Carrie with a pinch of salt, and it is my Monday night live. I forgot to put the link up for what we're working on, but that's okay. We have a new project that I'm going to show you guys tonight that I'm really excited about. I'm going to paint one of the samples, and then I will show you guys how this works. When you jump on, say hello to me. Let me know how your Easter was. Ours was perfect. The weather was gorgeous. All the kids were here. We had a little Easter egg hunt for our kids that are between 19 and 28 or 27, whatever. It was fun. Lottery tickets, there was some cash prizes, lots of candy, but it was a good time. And we sat outside almost all day. It got a little warm out there, but for the most part, it was a good day. So let's talk about this new Porch Leaner. This is kind of like gonna be hard to show. Whenever I'm finished, I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys like exactly how it works. But what you're gonna do is purchase a Home Depot board. This is technically, it's a 1x10 by 48 inches. So it's not really 10 inches across, it's actually 9 something, but that's like carpenter rules, or I don't know, carpenter measuring. So it's a plank board. It's already cut, so you don't have to do anything. It's already cut and ready to go. You just go to Home Depot and you pick it up. I'll link that in the comments as well later, but if you go onto the link on the website, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So it is this board. This is what it looks like. Like I said, when I'm finished, I'll flip the camera around and show you, but there's gonna be a sign that will fit into here, and then in the bucket, pail, whatever you wanna call it, is where the insert will fit. So you're able to change this out for all holidays, seasons, generic, everyday home decor, whatever you want on there. The only one I don't have cut and ready to show you is the Easter one, but I'm gonna paint the spring one. I've got a birdhouse one that says hello friends. I've got a hello summer, and then a red, white, and blue for 4th of July, which is probably my favorite. But I had spring cut, and then I want to show you. So I'm kind of jumping all over the place. So the summer and the patriotic collection is not up yet. These are just, this is just a new project that I wanted to show you as a whole. So we'll go ahead and get that painted, and then I'll flip it all around and show you the other samples, and then show you what this looks like put into the board. So like I said, when you come on, let me know that you're here, and let me know how your Easter was. I'm gonna paint this in a, so I did the frame of the call sign like I did white. And then I did the bucket, I did white with like light brown. Well, you really can't see, it's probably hard to see. But there's like it's white with some light brown dry brushing on there. And then it's got the green leaf at the bottom. So those stay on your board all the time, and you just change out the inserts. So I'm gonna use a pink, a coral. I'm just gonna use the bottles. I just use the tops of my bottles whenever I'm painting because it's easier for me. And then I have white. I think I have everything I need here, hopefully. And then I also, let me get a paint in this. I also recommend using Tight Bond glue, wood glue on here whenever you're using anything for outdoors. You may try something else and it may work for you, but I do recommend the Tight Bond just because it's good for, it's a wood glue. The only problem is I always get this like gunky at the top, and I can never squirt it out. It always, I always have to take the cap off, and then I just put it in a little cup, and I put everything on with a sponge actually. So we'll see how that works. Okay, like I said, if you're on, let me know that you're on and watching, because I can't always see comments. Sometimes I can see them from my computer. Sometimes I can see them from my phone. It just is wishy-washy, never works out. Sometimes, let me see. Okay, I got that going then. So let's get started on the spring one. I think this is so cute. If you're jumping on, I'm doing a porch sign that has interchangeable pieces. I've already got summer, spring, 4th of July, and then an everyday one that says welcome friends that has birdhouses on there. So I'm gonna move my camera down in just a second. Let me get something situated here. Eesh. Hold on one second. Hi Linda, how was your Easter? haven't been on Facebook to look at anybody's pictures, if anybody posted anything. I've just been super productive today. I'm very proud of myself. I've had one of those days where I just like got a ton of stuff done. Okay, yep, this is what I wanted up. Okay, so I'm gonna just tilt the camera down so you can see what I'm working on. So, I know this is gonna be like kind of weird. I'm gonna flip this around though. So this is like the flower insert, and it will fit into the pail or bucket. And then this is the Hello Spring sign that will fit in the frame around the top of it. So I am going to paint this for you guys tonight and show you what it looks like whenever I'm finished. So on this big piece, I'll really only have to paint the green limbs. Oh, I forgot to get my green out. Susan, hi. How's everything going over there? How was your Easter? It's fairly quiet. Oh, it was her first Easter? That's so sweet. I think I did see a picture of you holding her, but that may have been from the other day for something. Okay, so I'm gonna paint all the leaves I have here green. I just use makeup sponges if you don't know that about me. And I always just use the lids to my paint, to use to paint because it's just easier for me. I always have a piece of like brown paper underneath me. I got paper towels tonight, and then I always just like wipe off excess. I don't like a whole lot of paint on my sponge, so there's really not a lot of paint. And it doesn't matter if I get it on the flower because it's gonna be covered up. I just got paint all over my fingers. It was Braxton's second Easter, but he was not home for the first one. He was still in the hospital then because he was just so tiny and still in the NICU. So this was his first Easter. So still no Easter egg hunts or anything yet. So we let the big kids do that. Look at you, Susan. Good for you. I love a house full of people. You know I love that. I live for that. So that's why my Easter was like perfect. We had a house full of people, kids were all here, and that makes Mama happy. So like I said, it's okay that you cover up some of these flowers, or that you get paint on some of these flowers. It doesn't have to be perfect because they're not gonna show. They are going to be, they're gonna have flowers underneath them. And then the little squigglies, I'm gonna paint white. I did forget a pair of scissors, but that's okay. So if you're just coming on, I am painting one of our new projects. I don't have summer and the patriotic stuff out just yet. I only put like a couple things out, but I don't have the new, there's 4 things that I'm gonna try to cut this week or next for our patriotic collection. And then I have a few for summer as well, but this is just a whole new project I'm painting. So it's our new Porch Leaner sign that you can just purchase the pail, which I did post it on my Instagram story, Facebook story, if you have seen it there, but you just purchase the pail, the frame, and the green leaves that will go on to the Porch Leaner that you can purchase. Home Depot has it already cut for you, so you don't have to do anything. The only thing I maybe would recommend is like sanding the top so it's smooth, and then like when I painted the edges, I always worry about splinters, so just be careful when you're doing that. But the board's already cut, so I have to go do is pick it up. In my area, it's like $7, I think it is, and it's already ready to go, so you don't have to do anything but grab these DIY pieces and add them to them. So once I'm all finished, I'll flip the camera around. So this is what the flower insert will look like into the pail. And then there are flowers that go on top of these, which I'm gonna lay them out just because I wanna see what color I'm painting them. And I wanna make sure I'm looking at the pattern on my computer to make sure that I have them on here right. And I wanna make sure that I get them painted the way that I want them because, let's see, this goes here, this goes here. And this one will go there. So I just want to make sure that everything is going to get covered that needs to get covered. There's like a little piece in there that's white, but that's okay. I'll come back to it. So I'm going to paint them all coral and like a light pink color. So these are the colors I have here to paint with. And then I am going to use, like I said, the Tight Bond glue to glue this back on. Use a little bit more paint if you have like a bigger surface, and I do kind of like swipe it across. I don't always like dab it on. Some people like to use brushes, and that's fine too, but I just like the sponges. I think it's easier to work with. And as I paint, I usually just lay everything out, like I said, so I can like see where everything is. So this one's gonna be pink, this one's gonna be coral. I want to make sure I don't paint something wrong and have to paint over it, which happens sometimes, but let me know how your Easter was. If you're just coming on, mine was good. It was beautiful outside. I was so thankful for that. I had a house full and the weather was perfect. It was a little warm. I mean, we did have to come in and like cool off a little bit. My daughter doesn't love the sun. My daughter-in-law doesn't love the sun. So we had to keep them cool. So we kind of ventured back and forth, but the sun was shining and that's all that mattered to me. I'm kind of painting this fast. We were supposed to get some crazy storms tonight, but it doesn't look like there's like anything coming. The tornado sirens were going off earlier, but nothing was happening. Oops. And I may go through afterwards and like tidy this up a little bit with a paint pen. Who knows if I'll add like my polka dots that I like to add, which I always do that usually off alive. So we'll see where I'm at on time and see what the weather is like at that point. But I usually go through and, you know, I like to make some accents on the flowers or anything I'm painting with like a white paint pen. I just grabbed it Hobby Lobby because I bought a set a while back on Amazon. I can't tell if that was thunder or not. And they dried, the white dried up like so fast because I use it all the time. So I just picked them up at, I think they were like $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. And I love just to add on like dots, lines, something different to everything, just to like, you know, change things up a little bit, add like little accent colors, accent pieces. But white is like the one that I use the most of. So I just grabbed just regular white paint pens from Hobby Lobby. Okay, I'm getting a little crazy here. Another reason why I like the sponges because I can like just dip through the little areas and clean them out if it's too much paint. I got a glob of paint somewhere. So this is the spring set for the Porch Leaner. I've cut the one that says Hello Friends. It has birdhouses. They're already on the website. I've got the summer one cut, the fireworks, and then the spring one. There was an Easter one, but since we just had Easter, I didn't cut it. I will cut it, I just didn't do it tonight because I figured these would probably be better for you guys to see. This one I'm gonna do coral too. And then I have these cute little buttons that will go in the center of the flowers. So I am painting fast. You know, this is supposed to be like a nice, relaxing thing for you to do. That you should make time for yourself to do, especially if you love to craft. I completely understand when people say like, I don't have time to do those. Well, I get that. I totally get that. But you gotta make some time for yourself. So if this is something you like to do, go for it and do it for yourself. So this is that painted like this. I'm gonna work on the little buttons next. I'm just gonna paint those white. Again, I could go back through and do some accent colors on there. I could dry brush a little bit, but I'll probably just leave these white. So you probably don't need much paint at all. I think this is adorable. So you can change them out for the holidays. I can't wait to make Christmas and fall, but for now, this is what we have. I'm going to try to go live every Monday night. We'll see what happens, but that's what my plan is, to try to come on here and paint something new that we have. I could also paint something old too. I'd like requests as well. If there's anything you guys would like to see painted, you can always let me know. This probably goes there. I'm not going to worry about cleaning up the lines around the buttons. It's totally fine. So the bigger flowers get the bigger buttons. That goes there. Okay, that's what that looks like. And now I'm gonna go ahead and just paint the sign that goes with it. If you're just following along, I'm painting our new Porch Leaner pieces that you can purchase your Porch Leaner from Home Depot. I'm sure other places have this size too, but just I want to give out the size and the one that I bought because that's just what's easy. So it's the 1x10 by 48 inches at Home Depot. It's like $7. It's already cut. You don't have to do anything. You just have to grab. Oh, it's so nice out, Michelle, isn't it? Although I've been wondering if the storm is going to miss us or not. We were just outside too. My son was trying to finish up the chicken coop as much as he could to try to get it out of the way before it started storming, but it doesn't look like it's going to do anything. I heard tornado sirens going off earlier, but it got really dark out, but now it's just dark, so I can't tell if it's really going to do anything or not. It's a little spotty looking, but once I get the letters on, you're not going to be able to see much of it. And then I've got, you know what, these pieces, these are like, that's what I thought it was going to be north of us, Susan. And maybe come our way a little later, I don't know. These little brown, these pieces I want to paint brown, which I need to grab brown paint. That's not brown. So I dry brushed some brown paint onto the little bucket, the pail, so I'm going to paint these little pieces that go on the sign brown. I did miss that. And I don't know if I'll do that for all of them, but for this one I will. I want to paint 4th of July next. That's like, I love red, white, and blue. Like, I keep red, white, and blue out all summer long. Because that's what I like to have, like around the pool and stuff. I'm gonna, I don't know if I should paint this coral or if I should paint this pink. What do you guys think I should do? Light pink or coral on the Hello Spring words? It'll like hang up like this. If you guys wanna see, or if you go to my Facebook or Instagram stories, it's on there, the porch sign. And it's on the website. It's this pail that the inserts will fit in, and then it has this frame right here that the sign will fit in. Coral, okay, I was thinking maybe I should change it up and do coral. I'm gonna do coral. We're gonna do coral. I love this coral color so much, it's so pretty. Like I said, I'm going fast tonight because I was worried about the storm and I want to get it all finished so that I can show you guys what it looks like. It is on the website already if you want to check it out there too while you're watching. And you can paint this in whatever colors you like. I use acrylic paint or latex paint just because I buy it by the gallon. But you can always use acrylic paints. Oh yeah, I do like the coral. It'll stand out, I think, a lot better. Thanks, Michelle. And I'm using the Type Bond glue, the wood glue. I mean, I could use super glue. I have never had a problem with any of my signs hanging outside with super glue. I haven't heard of anybody having a problem with super glue, but I just, for the door hangers and the porch leaners, I like to use the Titebond. Sometimes for the small pieces I do super glue. Oh, I got a tickle. My allergies have been bothering me today. Yes, I'm glad I did this. Cute. So there is that. Now I'm gonna glue this on. So I'll glue this all together and then I'll flip the camera around and show you what this whole contraption looks like and how it works. And then I'll show you the other pieces that I have cut. They're behind me. I don't think that my glue is, I was gluing earlier, so I'm not sure if it's dry or not, but still, it looks fine. I always just like to lay everything out. So if I'm gluing with super glue, especially, not so much this, I put the glue directly on like the bigger piece of the board because I just think it's easier than trying to hold one of these pieces and put glue on it. I will just put it on the actual board. And I just sponge this Titebond on. It doesn't glue as fast as super glue, but it glues pretty fast. So make sure that you do have it wherever you want it if you are going to use the Titebond. But this is great for somebody for your front porch. You know, you don't have to hold a sign for every season and every holiday. All you have to do is have one porch sign, and then you can just change it out for all the holidays. And I did have a request for name signs for porch signs. So what you could do is paint the other side of the sign, the back side, and add your name to it when I have those ready. I don't have them ready just yet, but I'm trying to work as hard as I can. I usually cut, I paint, I photograph, I get everything on the website for you guys. And it's been like a lot lately, so I have just been putting the, like this week I just cut them and didn't paint them. It was easier for me to do that than try to get everything painted, and then I would have not had them on the site tonight because I wouldn't have been ready. Make sure that's right on there. So it's been easier just to cut the blanks and have those photographed and have them on the site than try to get everything painted. Sometimes it just takes so much time that I don't have because I'm usually working on other things or orders. I try to get caught up on orders today. This is just gonna go in the middle here, and then I'll glue on the buttons. If my kids were watching, they would probably make fun of me for saying buttons the way I just did. Michelle, how was your Easter? If you're still watching. Wanted to see how everybody's Easter was. Mine was great. Actually, my whole weekend was great. Saturday, we sat outside almost all day and watched my son build the chicken coop that he's working on, and that's crooked. Good. It was kind of a low-key weekend, which was wonderful. It was just too nice out. I'm gonna let that glue dry a little bit, but that's what the insert looks like. And then I'll glue this piece, and then I will show you guys what this all will look like. Oops. This glue does dry clear to an extent. You do not want a lot of glue on your, this is a little not white right here. You do not want a ton of glue. Let's just say that. If it's like smushes out the edges, it is yellow and it doesn't dry super pretty. If I do see like a piece glue that's come out the side, I'll usually just take a sponge or a paper towel, like, you know, make it really tight and wipe around it, because I don't want that the glue to dry yellow and you be able to see it. I got paint on that, but that's okay. I'm gonna cover it up. So kind of minimal amount. It was gorgeous out, Michelle. It was kind of got warm. I was hot, but it was beautiful out. It's nice to be able to just get outside this weekend. I laid on my swing on Saturday. I even like laid in the yard on a blanket. Like I grabbed a blanket and was like, I'm just gonna lay in the yard for a few minutes. It was just so nice. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for just a second. So this will go into the frame at the top of the sign. So since I have this with a few minutes, since I want this dry, oh my gosh, I got paint on that. I'm gonna use my paint pen. I'll show you guys kind of how I do things. So this is just a paint marker from Hobby Lobby, nothing special. I like the finer tip. I don't like a thick tip. I don't know if I've used this one. I have two of them open. Oh, I hope this is the new one. I thought it was. Maybe I haven't used it yet. Okay, come on. There's no way. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, this is like brand new. It should be dry. So I'm just gonna put polka dots on the pink. So I have no rhyme or reason. The pink is really light, so it may not show up too bright. So I just kind of, in my head, I know like how I'm going to do. So I try to do like, I hate to say every other because it's not gonna make any sense, but I try to just do like maybe an even line and then throw one off. It makes probably no sense at all. But if you like to do polka dots, you can do them however you want. And then on the coral ones, I'll probably just do like little lines. I should know not to wear long sleeves in my office like this. I get so hot from the pressure. I'm just gonna go around and do polka dots now. I'm not gonna try to draw them on like I was. Speed it up a little bit. Oops. So cute. No, don't like that. I don't like my polka dots there, but that's okay. It's gonna have to be left alone for a minute. And then for the coral, I just like sometimes outline a few of the edges, not all of them. It. I'm gonna draw a little dot at the end of them. that's it. That's what it looks like painted. So this is the flower insert with the sign. So I am going to get this situated and I will show you guys what it looks like. And then I will show you the other inserts. Okay, so hang tight. I'm just gonna take my camera off, my phone off. I'm gonna flip it around. Okay. Oops. So this is how this works. This is just literally just fits in here. So to take it out, you're just gonna flip the board over and it's gonna fall out. And then the pail is at the bottom. So I'm trying to do this while I'm holding my phone. There's like a little lip in there. So there's like a little ledge and then this just will slide in just like that. Don't mind anything else. My desk is right next to there. And that's what that looks like. So that's your porch sign. You just buy at Home Depot. Then you just get the inserts. The leaves, the bucket, and the frame of the sign come as a whole. And then you buy the insert. So this is the spring one and this is the Hello Spring. So then I will show you what summer is. This is the Hello Summer. It's got the beach ball, the watermelon, the flip-flop, and the ice cream. Then we've got one that's kind of, you know, for an everyday look if you don't want to change things out or if you don't decorate for a certain holiday. You've got the Hello Friends with the little birdhouse, with the little leaf. So cute. And then this one's probably my favorite because I love red, white, and blue and I love to decorate the patriotic stuff all summer long. So it just says red, white, and blue and then it has the fireworks that you paint and then all the little inserts just fit in. So I'll flip that back around to show you again. So that's what that looks like. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I'm gonna paint the 4th of July one next. And then I'm probably not gonna paint the other ones just right now. So thanks for watching. If you guys are watching the replay, let me know that you're watching. You can always share this video with your friends and you can jump on next Monday. Hopefully I'll be live again painting something else. I'll probably put out a poll to see what you guys want to see. So I will see you then. Thanks.